back to my channel. My name is Tawana Antoinette. I have already pulled your card, so let's get into your reading. The energy surrounding you right now is the initiation, which this has really, I've literally been sitting here looking at your reading for a while, and I don't know. I feel like some of you are dealing with a twin flame relationship or something like that. But anyway, many of you may not be. That's probably just a small number of you. But the energy surrounding you is coming up as the initiation, rites of passage, crossing the threshold. And I want to read this card for you guys. Read the meaning of this card. The initiation. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents a journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross a threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon, you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. All right, so that's the energy surrounding you. The energy surrounding your love life right now is separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So, gems, you're dealing with a person or a relationship where you had to separate to have a renewal of appreciation for each other. And I get that when you guys do come back together, now, given that you're both able to appreciate the time apart, now the connection can ascend to the next level. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an engagement like ring on your finger for those who do not understand Jamaican power. But it doesn't have to be a ring on your finger, but it's just the relationship is ascending to the next level. So for example, if you guys probably lived apart before, something that could look like an ascension to a higher level is probably moving in together, just a step above where you were. So let's get into your tarot reading. The past energy for you is coming up as a Two of Cups, the Star card, and the Six of Cups. So very nostalgic feelings about a connection in the past. An interest in a renewal in a past connection. This is definitely about an ex, somebody who you know. This person is already in your life. You probably are not dealing with them right now, but you know this person, they know you. Tell me about the Two of Cups. You're probably mirroring each other too, or were mirroring each other in terms of feelings. What you were feeling, they were feeling. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is clarified by the Lovers. What? Wow. Okay, so this is a divinely orchestrated connection. Some of you may definitely be dealing with a twin flame. Yeah. That is not for everyone though. So don't say, oh, I'm dealing with a twin flame, I can't leave them because I'm dealing with, and you can leave a twin flame. So yeah. That's why I don't really like to use those terminologies on my channel, soulmate, twin flame, anything, because I feel like people are so tied into the classifications and just what those things represent that they're willing to bypass and look past mistreatment and the general lessons that these connections come into our lives to teach us, just because they're so infatuated with the concept of it. But yeah, some of you may be dealing with a twin. You were mirroring each other in the past, and you guys probably met by some odd fate or some odd like chance. It was a divinely orchestrated encounter. Tell me about the star. Wow. Clarify by the 10 of Cups. Okay, so you gems, or the person you're dealing with, want a renewal or wanted a renewal. Yeah, wanted to get back together. Wanted a renewal because you are each other's wish fulfillment. Simple. Tell me about the 6 of Cups. You're nostalgic about this connection. You're thinking about them, but it was stuck. All right, so the connection wasn't stuck. You guys were not dealing with the connection was stuck. You guys were not dealing with each other. You probably weren't speaking. Given all that I don't know if you knew this about them. You probably knew what you were feeling, but you didn't know why you were feeling it. It's because the connection is a sacred one. It's a divinely orchestrated connection. I have the 2 of Cups, the Lovers, the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Cups. Okay? So, yeah, gems, you're dealing with someone here. You're dealing with an impactful connection, but it's stuck, or it was stuck. The energy that you're in right now is coming up as the 9 of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Strength card. Someone here is experiencing an awakening. Tell me about the Judgment. I feel like you are going through an awakening. Tell me about the Judgment. This is like the final decision. No, I feel like it's the final decision probably on this connection, or so tell me about the Judgment. Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords traditionally represents curiosity, but I want to read the meaning. The page represents someone who is full of energy and ideas, eager to share. It suggests a new form of communication. All right, so I feel like you've had an awakening about that, about your communication, about a new way to move ahead, about perhaps doing things differently. Yeah, I feel like you've seen the error of your ways, or somebody who you're dealing with has possibly seen the error of their ways, and the awakening is now about new ways to communicate, possibly because there has been no communication between you both, and you've been stuck. So you're receiving this awakening. Yeah, I have to communicate. Yeah, this is what works with this person, or this person is having this awakening about you. Tell me about this 9 of Pentacles. What's this 9 of Pentacles? All right, so could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this is you. But I feel like you're in a very single, fun, keeping keeping your strengths to yourself kind of energy. I feel like you've been going out with friends, you've been having a good time, but I feel like for the most part you've been kind of to yourself. You've been keeping yourself to yourself, focused on your coins, focused on things that make you better, build you as a person. I feel like if I'm reading for a woman, I feel like, you know, this phase where the woman is like, just instead of directing any energy outwards, they're directing the energy towards themselves. They're directing the energy inside and sharing it with the people they love, family, friends, and just having a good ass time. I feel like that's you right now. You're having a good time. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles energy, because it's kind of interesting to me to see the Nine of Pentacles beside the Judgment and the Strength. It kind of makes me feel like this Nine of Pentacles energy is not the one going through this awakening. I feel like someone feels this way about you. Someone is going through an awakening about you, or you're yeah. But this energy is not the one that is going through the awakening. I don't feel like it. I feel like whoever is going through this awakening has found a new way to communicate with this energy on the board. Yeah. Or is eager to find new ways to deal with this energy. Tell me about the Strength card. Please tell me about the Strength card. It's definitely not been an easy ascension for this person who is in this Page of Swords energy, because yeah, it's taken them strength to get here. Probably has mulled it over in their mind over and over again, how they're going to communicate, what they're going to say, whatever. But I feel like what brought them to that place of being like, okay, let me be real with myself. Let me have a final judgment with myself on how I can be better is the Justice. They realized that karma, if they were supposed to receive karma for whatever it is or however it is that they're behaving, like that, I feel like that's their motivation. Karma, like, I don't want to get bad karma. I don't want to get bad karmic justice. I don't want karma to not be on my side. So let me step into who my higher self says that I am, who I already am through my higher self, to be able to deal with this situation and this person differently, because it's such a deep connection. That's what I feel like is happening here. It's almost like one person is causing the other person to level up. And they are doing the work. They are leveling up. So they want to be fair and they want to be just now. So that's cool. Gems, if this is not how somebody feels about you, this is how you feel about them. Alright, so what's coming up for you in the future is a King of Swords, a Page of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Tell me about the King of Swords. King of Swords is clarified by the Four of Swords. Alright, so I feel like you're in an energy where you're being very logical. You're being very logical, very decisive, and you're making sure that whatever steps you take in the future are calculated. Also, I feel like you're not afraid to cut anyone out who, if it just doesn't make sense to you. You're getting into this King of Swords energy where it's going to be a little bit easier for you because you're not going to be so emotional. You're more going to be logical. Yeah, you're heading into a period where you're going to be really contemplative and logical about what you choose to pursue and who you choose to pursue moving forward. Tell me about this Page of Wands. Page of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Page of Wands is, I feel like I should read the meaning for this for you. The page embodies passionate, raw potential. Great ideas exist but haven't come to fruition yet because of inexperience or fear. There is going to be a brand new passionate beginning for you. You're not very experienced with it yet, but the universe is saying that you have enough experience to be ready. You're going to be learning more as you go through this passionate beginning, but you know enough to receive your beginning. So there's going to be something new that's coming up. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands. Is it work? Is it love? Is it what? What is this Ace of Wands? Tell me. You're not telling me. All they're telling me is that you're going to have a victory with a new beginning. More on the, what is this victory? What is this victory? Two of Swords. Alright, so we're not going to know. That this is basically my guide saying that you're not going to know. Like the blindfold, Two of Swords. Okay, guides, hear you. But there's going to be a brand new beginning that you'll be receiving victory from. It's going to be a surprise. And yeah, all I know is it's going to be passionate as hell. It's going to be passionate. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. It could be a new beginning with the same person you're dealing with up here. A brand new beginning in a new direction with the same person. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. I feel like it's going to be making you a little bit undecided though. Like you don't know what to do because you kind of don't trust the situation. Or if you've had a person and they've behaved poorly before, you don't know if they'll still behave poorly. If they'll still be sneaky. If they'll still be like if you just still can't trust them. And I feel like that's going to put you in a very anxious place. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Yeah, because you've been wounded, you've been guarded. You've been wounded, you've been guarded, you've been hurt. So it's going to put you in a place of not knowing what to decide. Like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I whatever? But the message here is to put down the burdens. Put down the burdens. Because somebody is going to be coming with an offer of a brand new beginning. Yeah, let's get some advice. Someone is definitely coming to someone else with the offer of a brand new beginning. It's up to you if you're going to accept their offer or not. But I just get the sense here that it's not terrible. Like, it's not terrible. You know, like you have to really get out of your head to accept this new beginning from this person. But it's ultimately your decision. Let's get some advice. Because sometimes, like, some people don't want to go back, you know, like when they say, I'm done, they're really done. So, and you can't fault people for that. Like some people, when they're done with you, they really consider you an ex and they're never going back there. And I can 100% understand that. Because I feel like those are people with an abundance mindset. Because to those people, there's always more connections, always more money, always more friends. Like, they don't get threatened by one relationship ending because they know that there's always more in store for them. Advice for Geminis. What is the advice for Geminis? So you actually got 2 advice cards. You got the Fates 17, which breaks down to an 8, the infinity sign, the infinity symbol, and Clean It Up, which is card number 21, breaks down to a 3 that talks about things like communication, etc. and being guided. All right, so card number 17. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change and knowing what those things are. The Oracle's message, the Serenity Prayer, sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Relationship message: other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result. So I told ya, whoever you're dealing with, a strong ass connection. The next card, Clean It Up. Card number 21. Getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. So at the end of your reading, you got the 10 of Wands, and then you got the Knight of Cups, and you got the 9 of Wands, and then the Fool. This is literally what this card is saying. Your reading ended in terms of tarot. Like, I know enough of tarot to know that it's like this card in a nutshell. If you are choosing to move on with this person, burdens will need to be released for you. Like, you guys will have to get to the core of the situation, and burdens being released means that, like, are you going to get to actually what caused this? Are you going to talk? Like, can you both have an open, decisive, clear conversation? Only then will you be able to drop your guards. And if you're not the person that was hurt, only then will you be able to have that person, like, be open and forthcoming. Is if you really do, like, get to the bare bones of what happened. Like, you're gonna have to talk about, like, who did what, like, the person needs a clear picture to be able to move forward, because only then will they be able to release the burdens to move on, to have a brand new beginning. So I hope that helped you. If it did, remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell so you know when new readings are out. And also, if you want to book a personal reading or donate to this channel, the information is in the description. With that said, I'll see you next time. Bye, gems.